In a stunning first, scientists have watched a star survive a black hole encounter. In an astonishing breakthrough, scientists have observed a star that has remarkably survived an encounter with a black hole. An international team, spearheaded by astronomers from Tel Aviv University, has confirmed that this star not only endured a close brush with a supermassive black hole but also returned 2 years later to produce a second flare that was strikingly similar to the first. This groundbreaking finding represents the first verified case of a repeating tidal disruption event, TDE, which challenges the long-held belief that such encounters invariably lead to the destruction of a star. The two flares detected by the research team, including the newly identified AT2022 DBL, originated from the same galaxy. This suggests that the black hole involved in this cosmic interaction only partially disrupted the star, allowing it to escape the initial encounter and return for a second pass. The discovery was made by a dedicated team led by Dr. Lydia Makrigiani and Professor Ia Arkavi from Tel Aviv University, and their findings were published in a paper in the astrophysical journal Letters. Understanding the partial disruption model ***. The authors of the study assert, after ruling out gravitational lensing and two unrelated disruptions, we conclude that at least the first flare signifies the partial disruption of a star. This unprecedented observation raises the possibility that previous flare events, which were thought to indicate total disruptions, might have actually been similar partial events, akin to the newly confirmed encounter. Interestingly, the team's research suggests that there may be a chance to witness a third flare around 2026, which would further bolster the partial disruption model. This could necessitate a significant re-evaluation of how astrophysicists understand black hole feeding events and their implications for galactic evolution. The role of black holes in galaxies. At the heart of every large galaxy lies a black hole, with masses ranging from millions to billions of times that of our Sun. The Milky Way is no exception, as evidenced by the discovery of its supermassive black hole in 2020, which earned a Nobel Prize in Physics. While the existence of these cosmic giants is well established, many questions linger regarding their formation and their roles in the evolution of galaxies. Astronomers study black holes by observing stars that venture too close to them, an event that occurs approximately every 10,000 to 100,000 years. During such encounters, a star can be mostly consumed, with a significant portion of its material being expelled. As the black hole feeds on the star, the material spirals inwards, creating a luminous vortex that serves as a beacon for astronomers, signaling that a disruption event is taking place and providing a brief opportunity for observation. The unexpected nature of disruption events. While the phenomena associated with these events should be predictable, astronomers have been surprised by the behavior of the flares, which often do not align with expectations. Specifically, the brightness and temperature observed during these disruption events are frequently lower than theoretical models suggest they should be. Fortunately, the recent observations of AT2022 DBL have provided new insights. The nearly identical nature of the flares from both encounters indicates that only a partial disruption occurred, leaving enough stellar material intact for a second disruption to happen 2 years later. One might liken this to a black hole making an initial visit to a cosmic buffet, taking a modest portion before returning for a second helping. The possibility of a third flare. Should a third flare be detected, the research team believes it would present an extraordinary opportunity to observe the ongoing partial disruption of a star. Professor Arkavi remarked, "Perhaps all such flares, which we have been trying to comprehend for a decade as full stellar disruptions, are not what we assumed. However, there is also the possibility that no third flare will occur, which would imply that the second flare was indeed the final encounter between the star and its black hole, culminating in a complete disruption event. Regardless of the outcome, we will need to revise our understanding of these flares and what they reveal about the monstrous black holes at the centers of galaxies," Arkavi concluded. The team's paper, titled "The Double Tidal Disruption Event AT2022 DBL implies that at least some standard optical tidal disruption events are partial disruptions," was published on July 1, 2025, in the astrophysical journal Letters. Star survives black hole and returns for more. Imagine a cosmic drama so bizarre, it defies everything we thought we knew about the ultimate devourers of the universe, Black holes. A recent discovery has astronomers buzzing, revealing a star that not only survived a brush with a supermassive black hole but also returned for a second, nearly identical encounter. This groundbreaking finding is shaking up our understanding of these celestial behemoths and the events that unfold around them. An international team of researchers, spearheaded by astronomers from Tel Aviv University, observed a spectacular flare of light, a telltale sign of a star being torn apart by a black hole. But here's where it gets truly astonishing. This flare, dubbed AT 2022 DBL, was followed by a second, almost identical flare from the exact same location just 2 years later. This marks the first confirmed instance of a star enduring a close encounter with a supermassive black hole and living to tell the tale, or, rather, to experience it again. This remarkable research was led by Dr. Lydia Makrigiani, currently at Lancaster University in the UK, and supervised by Professor Ia Arkavi of Tel Aviv University, who also directs the WISE Observatory. The team also included Professor Aid Nakar, along with students Sarah Faris and Yoel Degani, and numerous international collaborators. Their findings were published in the prestigious astrophysical journal Letters in July. Now, let's rewind a bit. At the heart of nearly every large galaxy, including our own Milky Way, lies a supermassive black hole. These cosmic giants can be millions or even billions of times more massive than our Sun. The one in our galaxy, whose existence earned the 2020 Nobel Prize in Physics, is a prime example. But understanding how these behemoths form and how they influence their host galaxies remains a significant challenge. One of the biggest hurdles in studying black holes is their very nature. They are, well, black. They are regions of spacetime where gravity is so intense that nothing, not even light, can escape. We know the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way exists because of the way stars move around it. But in more distant galaxies, observing this stellar dance is often impossible. So, how do we study these invisible monsters? Luckily, or perhaps unluckily, for the stars involved, every 10,000 to 100,000 years, a star ventures too close to the supermassive black hole at the center of its galaxy. The black hole's immense gravity then rips the star apart in a process called a tidal disruption event. Half of the star's material is swallowed by the black hole, while the other half is flung outwards. As this stellar debris falls into the black hole, it forms a swirling disk, much like water going down a drain. But around a black hole, this material accelerates to near the speed of light, heating up and radiating intensely. This creates a bright flare, giving astronomers a brief window of opportunity to study the black hole's properties. But here's a twist. These flares haven't been behaving as expected. Their brightness and temperature have been lower than predicted. After a decade of trying to understand this discrepancy, AT 2022 DBL may have provided the answer. The recurrence of the flare 2 years later suggests that the initial encounter didn't completely destroy the star. Instead, the star was only partially disrupted, with a significant portion surviving and returning for a second, similar encounter. This implies that these flares might be more of a snack for the black hole than a full meal. Professor Arkavi notes, the question now is whether we'll see a third flare after 2 more years, in early 2026. He continues, if we do, it means the second flare was also a partial disruption. So, maybe all these flares, which we've been trying to understand as full stellar disruptions for a decade, aren't what we thought. If a third flare doesn't appear, it could mean the second flare was indeed a complete disruption. This would imply that partial and complete disruptions can look remarkably similar, a prediction previously made by Professor Tsvi Piran's research group at the Hebrew University. Either way, adds Arkavi, we'll have to rewrite our interpretation of these flares and what they can teach us about the monsters lying in the centers of galaxies. This discovery forces us to rethink our understanding of how black holes interact with their surroundings and how we interpret the signals they send out. This research opens up a whole new set of questions. For example, what are the long-term effects on the surviving star? Does it continue to orbit the black hole, or is it eventually consumed? And what can these partial disruption events tell us about the internal structure of stars and the properties of black holes? What do you think? Do you find this new interpretation of tidal disruption events surprising? Do you think we'll see a third flare in 2026? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's discuss the implications of this fascinating discovery and what it means for our understanding of the cosmos. For more detailed information, you can read the original research paper, Lydia Macrogianni et al., The Double Tidal Disruption Event AT 2022 DBL implies that at least some standard optical tidal disruption events are partial disruptions. The Astrophysical Journal Letters, 2025. DOI 10.3847 2041-8213 Haid 155 https://dx.doi.org/103847/2041-8213/8155**. Citation: This star survived a black hole and came back for more. 2025, July 21. Retrieved the 21st of July 2025 from https://physics.org/news/205-07-star-survive-black-hole.html**. This document is subject to copyright. Apart from any fair dealing for the purpose of private study or research, no part may be reproduced without the written permission. The content is provided for information purposes only.